Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I actually want to be doing a review on another mobile game, but this time it's on the Nokia Engage, and you've guessed it, Asphalt Urban GT. But also, just before I start, I also want to say I'm sorry for not posting yesterday. I actually had to go to mosque and also go visit my grandma. Sorry about that. And yeah, but anyways, now it's time to get into the review of this game. Asphalt Urban GT was made in 2004. That was the year it was released. It was made by Gameloft. Of course, Gameloft is nowadays known for their terrible mobile games. And so the game's release date, it was first released on October 16th of 2004 for Europe and national on November 15th, 2004 for the Engage. Then it came a few days later, November 2004, November 21st, 2004, national for the Nintendo DS. So actually this game was released on the Nokia Engage, Nintendo DS, and Java 2Me phones. There was a homebrew port, but yeah, the one I'm focusing on today is the Nokia Engage port. Now, by now, you probably know that the Engage was a massive failure, and this was actually one of the good games that were probably on the Engage. Next, I'm going into the controls. Now, because this is technically a phone game, the controls are a bit awkward in this game. So, the five button is used to accelerate, the the seven button is used to brake, and the two button is can be used for your boost. Now the other things here technically are maybe like pausing. The pausing button is odd, but for some reason when I was using EK2L1, every time I press the L button, the game crashes. It's not bad or anything. I just find it a bit weird because okay, but anyways. So yeah, this is it for the game. Well, I'm not done, don't worry. But you see, those are the controls, and of course the arrow keys can be, of course, used to steer, turn the car. Now, next, I'm going into the handling of the cars. The cars themselves handle good, but this also depends on what type of sports cars or SUVs. The SUVs are a little bit unstable and are quite heavy. Well, it does kind of make sense in some games to have like those cars that have slow speed or good acceleration, if you get the whole point. The SUVs don't handle bad. They're like sort of like a heavy brick on wheels for me. Not as bad as the Burnout Legends cars. But anyways, the sports cars handle good here. As you can see, I'm driving the Celine in the how may I put this way, in the evolution mode. The modes in this game are evolution, free play. Free play here lets you do whatever you want. You can do cop chase, golden, which is elimination, time lapse, time attack, which is basically this lap time trials, as well as a normal race, and also duel. You versus another racer in just one race. You also have to bet money on them. Now, also the DS version did technically come out and it had much better graphics. Only off thing I find is that for me the handling in the DS version is very different from the Engage port. Now, also, I'm now gonna go into the models of this game. The models of the game don't really look bad. For me, it looks more like if you had a PlayStation 1. Which, okay, it does. It looks good. The car models themselves also look great in this game, as well as the maps, because I'm sure they had to like render these entire maps themselves. So yeah. Now also this is pretty much very good for an N-Engage game. Since I'm sure Gameloft knew about the Nokia N-Gage's, how may I put this way? The Nokia N-Gage's 3D graphics support. That's what this made so good. But it's a shame that this console never get to catch up with the Game Boy Advance because Nokia wouldn't want to compete with the world's biggest gaming company, Nintendo. And at that time, the PlayStation Portable was still under development by Sony, which I find a bit of a shame. But this was maybe a hidden gem. Although maybe you guys maybe just my older fans, you guys may remember that maybe you have played this game on an N-Gage, or maybe if you had an N-Gage, or maybe you played Asphalt Urban GT2, which maybe I will do a review on maybe in the next video. Now I did actually make a review on this game, but that other one wasn't really great. It didn't really make sense. But yeah. Now, this is actually a really good game, and now it's finally the time would I recommend this game. It's not the best Engage game, but if you want a decent Engage game, I would go for this game. It's a very good arcade style racing game. Similarly, this reminds me a lot of Burnout because, on the further note, some people say Asphalt is more like a Burnout clone. Well, those CDs are different. Number one, you cannot collect boost instantly on a road. In Burnout, you have to do near misses, try taking down your rivals. But in Asphalt, you can just walk through a boost thingy and then you'll get boost. Okay, yeah, you could actually take down, but yeah. So this is a decent engage game. I would recommend this if you really love collecting and all engage games. So yeah, and of course this was also made for the engage QD, which also didn't really do well. But anyways, now this is a really good game, and if you want it as well as DS port, you can as well get that. Or if you want the Java port, I don't really recommend playing it because it's not the best port. Just play the 2D version. The 3D version is obviously the worst version. But anyways, that's it for my reviews, and I would highly and this game's decent. Now remember, the game's decent, so you can just if you want, it's optional if you want to get it yourself if you love Engage games. But anyways, guys, that is it for a review on Asphalt Urban GT for the Nokia Engage. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review, and like and subscribe for the other videos. Tell me, maybe just maybe if you can tell me if you played this game back then, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.